Well, hello out there in internet land. This is a video I've been wanting to make for quite a while, and I'm gonna have to take us back in time a couple of months, because this was just after the Sturgis rally, and Vida was flying in from the UK, from Europe, and she was going to meet me in Salt Lake City. That's where her plane came into. And so I'd go there to meet her, and she had 2 weeks, and I had promised to take her around through southern Utah, which is America's best kept secret. I think you'll begin to see as this little video rolls on, or I'm going to make a few of them, because this was really an interesting trip, man. And so this was actually before the motor problem. We were riding on the old motor. For a while, I'd been staying at Emery's place in Orem with his family, camped out in the garage, which was really cool. It was a really great experience staying there with them. But so Vida finally shows up. So I wanted to take her down through Moab and out across southern Utah, which I think you're going to find really interesting. And but Emery's idea was that we should ride up into the mountains and across and down. And I thought that was a good idea too. So I'm going to show you the route we took. Okay, now Orem's here, right? And we're going down this way, actually. But we decided to go with Emery's ideas, and we rode up here, which takes us into the mountains because it's lower land here. And then across this way. And this little video takes place in this little town, what's it called? Duchessin, I guess. And when we got there, we got caught in this hellacious storm, which actually took out some of the roads. And I wasn't sure that we were going to be able to even get out of there. So right now I'm going to take you to the little town, the little high altitude town of Duchessin. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right. To where we got caught in a hellacious storm and ended up having a strange adventure, staying with an old lady in a shed. And so let's get on with that right now. And so we stopped to get gas here across the street in this little town. And Vida loves espresso, so do I, but she's really like an espresso freak. And so I told her while I'm getting gas, there's a gas station right there. I told her go try this little place here. It says open, closed, whatever on there. So she comes over here, and they're actually closed, but they're here. And so they made us espresso for free. And then they fed us lasagna. Me, yeah. Yeah, I'd have meat in it, Vida didn't eat it. But they had salad. And now we're talking with these old ladies. And well, there's some old folks. They're just like really cool. This is just like a little teeny town. So Anne-Marie, well, we'll see if I can get her to talk about it. Okay? She's 74 years old. And she's got a cabin here. And she's invited us to stay. Let's see if I can get her to talk. Are you camera shy?
This guy.
You just don't strike me as being camera shy.
No.
I want you to tell my people about this thing you're making.
Okay. Well, this is the Cannonball at Lagoon. It is a ride, and it's now in the cake form. And that is all I've got.
You know, there's a Cannonball thing. It's a Harley thing.
Oh.
Yeah, what's yours about?
This is a ride at Lagoon. Like
ride what? What are you going to ride?
An amusement ride. Like an amusement, like
Uh-huh.
ride. Yeah, roller coaster. Yeah.
And you got a 12-year-old kid? No,
a 7.
A 7-year-old kid, okay.
They requested this.
All right, and you're making this.
Yes.
You know what I'm thinking?
I mean, this is what I'm going off.
You know what I'm thinking, you know?
What?
I'm thinking this project. No. He drew you this?
Yes, this is what I'm going off of. So there you go.
You know what I think about this project?
What do you think?
I think he's turned you into a 7-year-old. That's what it looks like to me.
I feel like it.
She's acting like one, isn't she?
Just more chocolate, that's all I need.
More chocolate. You guys got a thrift store in the back?
Yeah. Well, not a thrift store, but yeah, just kind of like a consignment shop, you know.
Oh, yeah, I was looking around at your stuff.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Tell me about the place that you're in.
Hi, Calvin.
Yeah.
It's just a glorified shed, and I've put insulation in it, and sheetrock, and started mudding and taping it. And
Who's doing the mudding and the taping?
I was doing it.
You are?
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, the best I can. I see some videos.
How's it coming out? Taping's
okay.
a little tricky, isn't it?
I don't know. I guess it could be. I just saw some videos at the library on it. So.
You got no running water.
No, you just take the bottle and run it out of the bottle. It's running.
We don't need any of that, but I'm just, because it's kind of fun. Okay. You got no running water? How about electricity?
Well, the rodents got into my solar wires while I was gone during
solar
the winter.
wire.
Yeah, so I have to get that hooked up in April. I'm going to try to get a little lean-to built off of my cabin so I can put all my solar panels up there facing south. And then I have 3 batteries, so I'll try to get that. I'll get that hooked up in the spring.
You don't want to stay up here in the summer because there's no AC.
It gets too hot, yeah, so I'll come up
So
in
when
the
are you
spring.
going to stay here in the spring? You ain't going to stay in the
April,
winter,
May,
though.
June. No, I go back.
Yeah, you got a place in Reno.
Yeah, in Fernley, Nevada, which is about.
So what makes you want to come out here and like do this?
It's a challenge, something to do, you know? Yeah, some people think I'm crazy for being out there.
I don't, though.
I'm a little worried about you, Mom. Can I have the address? A lot 86C. That's the address.
She's invited us to stay in the loft, so we're just gonna. I guess they've been getting rain here. We're not in any big hurry. We're on a pleasure ride anyway, so what's the difference?
You're full now. You had something to eat.
Yeah, that was really good too. Yeah. So we'll see what the loft is like.
And then I'm heading out with a friend, and we're going to meet her dad in Salt Lake tomorrow.
Tomorrow? You leaving early?
Well, I'll call her and tell her maybe we could make it around 9 instead of 8 to leave in the morning, because I don't have to be back by any certain time. That should be fine.
All right. We ended up out here at her place, Rosemarie. She's a little nutty, I think. So let's take a look at it. Okay. This is it. Can't see the screen because it's turned down dark because we got our little mascot. I gotta film a minute of you, sweetheart, in your natural habitat.
In my mess?
In your mess. Yeah.
In my woman cave?
This is your woman cave.
It's getting there.
She decided to build this instead of a trailer.
Yeah.
So we got, that's what we ended up with. Up there.
Oh, this is
Say
Scotty.
hi, Vida.
Scotty, this is Melissa. And we're off to Salt Lake.
So she got a stove. Place ain't finished yet, obviously. She's trying to build it.
Progress. That's kind of a mess. Yeah. So let's see. I have this bag, and
They're taking off to Salt Lake City.
we can put stuff in this bag and put it in the bag.
So I don't know what they're doing. They're taking off. So she just seems to like this place. It's got an interesting view, you know. But it's really out here in the desert, man. And so, we got a little sunlight, but it rained like crazy again last night. Wind howling and shit, man. So at least we were inside. I would have found us a spot though, but she brought us way out here. And the road was pretty slick coming in. So it's cool. I'm not gonna film a lot. This thing's run out of electricity anyway, so I gotta plug it in. But this is where we ended up. We got our little mascot. And, you know, just one of them weird adventures that happened by itself. That's the reason I came. Is she invited us, and I would have found us a place to sleep. But she's like 8 miles out of town, and I'm like, yeah, all right, because this has got to be an adventure. Just an old woman in her little place out here in the middle of nowhere, sleeping in the loft. And I didn't know she lived in a shed. She bought this shed and had it. It's a big shed. Had it put in here.
A couple of boxes of garden services. Let me give to my dad. This will be
Of what?
So they're getting ready to leave. After Ducharse, it turns out that we were able to get out on our roads. This one here was blocked. But we were coming this way, down this way, out towards here, and we were going to Moab to begin with. But if you look, you guys, I think you'll see this little road right here, which is one of my favorite roads. And that would be our next destination.